The protagonist never saw this coming, all because he accidentally triggered his enslavement ability on the boss. He ended up adding the strongest boss to his harem. Just earlier, the protagonist had stumbled into the lair of the Labyrinth Emperor, the final boss of the dungeon. Facing the Emperor, who possessed godlike speed, the protagonist switched all his skills to speed mode. He noticed that a layer of black aura seemed to be controlling the Labyrinth Emperor, and coincidentally, his cane had the power to absorb that black aura. So, in their subsequent clashes, he used his cane to siphon off all the black aura. Once the Labyrinth Emperor stopped attacking, the protagonist finally realized the Emperor had been seeking death all along. He quickly made a decision. At first, anyone would have thought he was going to put the Emperor out of his misery, but instead, he tossed aside his staff and pulled the Emperor into a hug. For some reason, he just couldn't bring himself to kill the Emperor. The next second, his passive enslavement ability activated out of nowhere. The good news? The Labyrinth Emperor would never have to worry about being controlled by darkness again. The bad news? From that day on, he was the protagonist's slave. After that, the protagonist used his appraisal skill to check the Labyrinth Emperor's stats. He was shocked to find the Emperor's level had been reset, and even a name, one that hadn't appeared before, now showed up. Later, the protagonist reached the 100th floor. He planned to sneak his way up, but the floor's guardian boss blocked his path. So, he used earth magic to blast a huge hole in the ceiling, intending to use air walking to jump straight to the next floor. What he forgot, though, was that the 99th floor had a boss too. Well, that's just great. Instead of fighting one boss, he now had to take on 3. Luckily for him, his luck stat was maxed out. When the 2 Minotaurs jumped down, they landed right on the 100th floor's guardian boss. Turns out, having plot armor as the protagonist lets you get away with just about anything. It was then that the Labyrinth Emperor spotted the armor the boss had dropped. When the protagonist saw how much the Emperor liked it, he gave it to him on the spot. The moment the Labyrinth Emperor put on the armor, it burst into a brilliant glow, and the ill-fitting armor instantly adjusted to fit him perfectly. After that, the protagonist continued forward. Whenever he encountered a boss he couldn't take on alone, he'd have the Labyrinth Emperor step in. Even though the Emperor's level had been reset to 1, those floor guardian bosses, some even level 90 plus, couldn't even block a single hit from him.